Hi, and welcome back. Let me turn this light off. Okay, I'm sorry. This will be part 2 of the Beaver knife. Now, I don't know exactly how thick they are. I know you can run out and buy them for anywhere from $10 to $15, just a plain Jane little thin one that's got a wooden handle on it. If you like that, that's fine. If you want a custom knife, here it is. It's 5/32. You know you got something in your hand. There's enough weight there to force it through if you have to when you're cutting. Same way with this on this side. Got the bulb end of it ready. I'm going to sand up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and kind of sand this area right in here. Put my maker's mark on it. And before I get ready for the heat treatment, try to rough it up or smooth it out just a little bit before I clay it. I've still yet to do the Satanite. I didn't do it last night, as obviously I was just wore out. So anyway, you'd be amazed how tired you can get sitting in the chair right here or standing over there after a couple hours. So anyway, this is what I'm going to be working on today for a little while. I mean, I've got another one that needs to go into the heat treatment too, so I'll clay them up when I mix the clay. When I do, all I'm going to do right now, like I said, I just turned this over on the jig and ground it, then took a file and kind of smoothed it out. Got the taper going around right in here, so got it just a little thin right there, which is okay. I may want to round that on off after I heat treat it, everything, before I go into the secondary bubbles or with a little finer sandpaper. And I need to do my knots right there, a little filing notch. And before I harden it around there, well, I got a couple of diamond burrs up there if I don't break them again. So yeah, they're real easy snapped. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today, is working on this. So if you're gonna make a knife for outdoorsmen other than hunters, I mean, I've got big game knives, you know, right here, big game knife. You know, I got to get this one ready too. This one's 01 steel. Yeah, this is premium steel. Getting the 80 CRV2 premium steel. This, the one I just dropped, that Beaver knife, is 1095. It's 5/32 of an inch thick. So I try to make all the outdoor knives beefy enough that if you have to have them in an emergency to do whatever with, they should stand up to it. And like I said, I've got several out, and none have come back, and no complaints either. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but to me, I'll take it as a good thing that nobody's saying anything bad, derogatory about my knife blades or anything. So I try to make them. If I wouldn't carry it, I wouldn't send it out, you know. So that's the way I do it. Dull that down just a little bit before I get cut. And sanding will bring that edge right back. Sharp enough, had enough wire burr on it, it could have hurt you. So anyway, I'm going to get back on that. I'm going to sand the spine down a little bit and put some juking on the back of it. These are hard, so I'm not going to on them, but I will on the Beaver knife. Some people like it, some people don't. So anyway, I thought I'd just turn the camera on and let you know that I was here working on it. flip. Go ahead, fall. You're in a good place anyway. And yes, my tools understand me completely. There's a reason they hide. They think it's funny. I think I got a sense of humor when it comes to finding tools. No, I don't. Doggone it. Put these gloves on because this sanding dust, metal, and the fines off of the sandpaper dry my hands out very badly. Now, this curb might everywhere. Fall over again, see? Except for right here on the bottom of the blade, there's a straight section of it. So, take a square, my little 2 by 1.5, and I square it. Normally I don't do this for just cutting in the juking, but I got a new toy, so I'm gonna try it. Come on. So, here it is. Yeah, buddy. Lock it down. It's good and tight. Turn it over. And here it is. This is a checkering file, 20 lines per inch. I thought I'd bought a bigger one, but wound up buying a double cut. And this is a Italian. This is a Grobet, G-R-O-B-E-T, USA, made in Italy, and it's got a 0. I guess that's what size it is, 1/0, 20 lines per inch. Okay, the sides are safe. There's no teeth on the side. That's the reason I put file guide on there, so I can guide the file. Keep it pushed up there good. Yep, looks pretty good so far. Let's look at it. It's thin. Yep, it's thin. Let's try it this way. We'll try to go from both sides there just to make sure. Yeah, it's a little tight. It's alright. Now I just have to move the file guide forward just a little bit. That's the reason I sand them. I could probably sand them out. Anyway, they're fine grit. Boy, I wish they'd made the 10 lines per inch. This is 20 lines per inch both ways. If you was to pull it that way, probably it would do the same, because it's a checkerboard pattern, just a series of squares stacked on top of each other, stacked side by side, not on top of each other. Well, let's put this back on and see what I can do. I think I'll leave one or two of them teeth out. I guess it really matters that much whether it's square or not, since it is in the other way. It's alright. It's not as aggressive as a checker or a juking. Cut it in there, dude. That's right there. See if I can freehand this. Yep, that looks a lot better. Now, whether or not it'll stand up to any more hand sanding, I don't know. After it gets hard, it'll be almost impossible. Definitely feel it through a rubber glove. So if you can feel it through this, then I guess it'll hold you still. Maybe because I've got carpal tunnel in my hands and don't feel so good. That's the reason I don't like the big juking. Maybe. The only way I can explain it right now. Oh, flip. Come on. There you go. These two toggles on each end there had rubber on them. It breaks after a while. You can get these at Harbor Freight. They're not super expensive, but they do a real good job. They do for me anyway. Now, the bottom of this is padded, so maybe that'll work. Just a little more. Okay. Alright, this is going to get monotonous right here, sanding this, getting ready for my maker part. When I get it all dried out and ready to go, I'll come back and etch it for you. Don't do that. I'm doing this left-handed. I'm doing that left-handed. Sure, like for you to see it. Don't do that. Hot glue. Fingernail polish. Okay. So it's a bit of fingernail polish and a scribe, a small scribe, so you can do your name. Hot glue gun. And dry and apply electricity. DC. Don't ever try it with two electrical lines straight out of the plug yet. No. Never do that. That hurts. Yeah. Bones a little weak. Back a little bit. Okay, I'm doing a little work on this. Done a little vine pattern on the back of it. It's not the prettiest vine, but it can be buffed up there, and when the epoxy gets in there, it'll show it off a little bit better. So now I have Satanite right here in this. I just put a little bit in there. I don't know how far this stuff will go or how wet it needs to be. Now, I don't see anything right offhand. Let's use this old wore out file right here. Slick as glass, the reasons. little bit. Okay, there it is. Like pudding. I'll turn you down right here and we'll as I said, I got 2 knives to do right off, so always make this area soft. Because a bent knife can be straight, a broke knife has to be replaced most of the time. Side A is done. Let's see that side B. And there it is. Clayed up. Now I'm going to hang it up here. And alright then. That's the other knife. This is a Trapper Skinner knife. It's my model 742. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna have to let them dry overnight. So I probably won't do it. Tomorrow's Sunday. I probably won't do anything with them tomorrow at all. Probably start on them again Monday. Let them get good and dry. But if I do, I'll bring you along and show you how I heat treat. I'll show you how I put them in the forward jar and heat them up and get them up past critical, then pop them in some warm oil. But I want to get this dry first. I don't want it popping off and leaving big pits in it like the red clay did. I must not have had it ground up fine enough or something. I said that I believe that's why I quit using it, because I started using it and then it went that. I just forgot that that's the reason I quit. But anyway, it'd be a good thing if it worked, because I've got billions of tons of the stuff out there. This whole mountain is about it made out of either red or blue clay. So anyway, I'm gonna call it right there is end of part 2. So I know it wasn't very exciting. I'll try to edit it down and get it a little shorter. You know, film or tape for 10 hours, edit for 4 for a 5-minute video. So yeah, that's the way it goes. Alright. Anyway, till next time, it's Bobby Shields saying, God bless.